All right. So talking about the phase of the market, like I've tried to explain, we understand that the market is built up with structure. And how does the structure build up? We have a very simple and basic understanding of that, which is the market will create an higher highs and lower highs, or swing highs and swing lows to make any structure, which could be upward or downward. So this basically makes my phase of the market. When I talk about phase of the market or market nature theory, I should call it that way. In Falcon, we call it nature theory. So, which is simple: the impulsive phase of the market, the corrective phase of the market, and the impulsive phase of the market. Three ways, three directional ways. So, if it's going to create a buy trend or an uptrend, it has to be creating a high. It has to be creating a low, then create a high, create a lower low, and then it creates what? It's going to have time to create a higher high, right? And the same thing here, if it's going to have to create a downward trend, so it's going to have to create a high, create a lower high, create a lower low, and then it creates a lower high, and it creates a lower low. It's a simple method of understanding how trend works. And in some other cases, the market is going to go in sideways. Sideways, where we know as consolidation, and where we also know as ranging markets. It still applies here. So in this case, we take this phase. So this is the first impulsive. The second phase of the market, which is the consolidation phase, is usually the consolidation phase of the market. And the third phase of the nature theory, which is what? The impulsive phase again. So 1, 2, and 3. So we have phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. Same thing here, phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. So putting this together will explain to you what direction you are in the market. Understand that. So how does this imply in my own analysis? How does this imply? So generally, Europe USD is bullish for me. The reason is I can clearly see my first impulsive after the consolidation phase and after the breakouts. Let me go into 4 hours so that you can see something. All right. Okay. So now look at this. This entire place has been a consolidation phase. All of this. Yeah, if you go to lower time frame, it might be lower time frame might be giving you some trends. Maybe you sell, you buy here, you sell, you buy here, and all of that. But all of these are all a ranging market. Here, this is 4 hours. All of these are a ranging market. So, being that this is a ranging market, you can clearly see that the market has what? A breakout out of this structure here. You know, if you go down to a lower time frame, you could possibly see when the breaking out start coming. You know, when the breakout of structure started coming. So, but what does it tell me as somebody that is trading Falcon strategy, smart money concept, and price action strategy? It's telling me that the market has changed the direction. Why? Because of this leg, this impulsive price movement. This impulsive price movement here. Because of this impulsive price movement here. So you can see how this candle is strong. This should be about maybe 2 days buy or so. So this impulsive, which is also known as volume or golden run, if you want to call it. Some people say Falcon will call it a golden run, so it can be a golden run and all of that. Now, where you have a very range, strong candle, bullish or bearish candle. Some people call it institutional candles, and some people call it volume. Some people call it demand or supply. You know, where you have the market makers, volume coming into the market, and then one side of the market, either the buyers or the sellers, is stronger than the other side. So this clearly shows that there is volume that has come into this direction, and it has created an impulsive phase in these markets. So what does that mean? we have a different bias. And what that means too is we have a reversal right here from this point. So now, what is my expectation? My expectation is to expect a correction. Why should I expect a correction? It's simple. When you have an impulsive move in the market, no matter how that move is, it's going to be maybe 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. You have to expect a correction. And you have to understand that when you're trading, it's either you're trading reversal or continuation. Either you're trading reversal or continuation. So when you're making your trading criteria and when you're making your trading confluences, your confirmation checklist, you have to understand what you are trading. What am I trading? Am I trading a continuation of this market, or am I trading a reversal of this market? That way will help you understand how far the market can go in terms of giving you a good number of pips. You know, just imagine this market now. We traded sell, I think last week's Friday. And this morning, I personally also traded sell of this Europe USD. Later on today, I will post the trade results. I personally traded this sell from here, Europe USD. And what am I targeting? I'm targeting just this low, because I know that this sell is a short term, that the market has changed direction right from where he has broken this consolidation phase. And here is just a short term for me. So if I see 20 pips profit, I'm going to be satisfied, because I understand the kind of market I'm trading, that I'm trading against the trend. That is one. And then I am trading a short-term sell, more like a reversal or a retracement of that impulsive movement. I'm trading a retracement of this impulsive movement, you know. For me, that okay, I'm not going to be in this trade for 2 days. I'm not going to hold this trade for a whole day. I just want to take the quick reversal profit and I'm out. And even if I'm out on the trade and it keeps selling, right, I'm good, because I'm already positioning myself to trade the continuation. So my overall bias is to trade the continuation. So what that means is I want to see a retracement after the market has breathed, consolidates after the first impulsive move. So this is the phase I want to join, because this phase is clearly for me a continuation phase, right? So what that means is this. Let me circle this. This is what I'm talking about. This is where I'm waiting to join the market. So first, I traded this as a short-term reversal. Why? Because I understand that the market has expanded a lot and he has given an oversold. You can see it tap into this high. And what that means is it's going to likely give a quick oversold or reversal because of oversold price. Price has extremely gotten to like premium and all of that. So you should be able to retrace 20%, 30%. I'm good, right? So that's the reason why taking this. But I also understand that this phase is going to form a continuation pattern to continue to this other high. Reason to continue to these other highs is because of what happened previously. Maybe few days ago, last week, we have this impulsive move. So this move is just going to move like that to where we are having these other highs. After the breakout of this consolidation phase, it's not just going to just move straight and come here. So it's going to move, take out the recent high, come back and consolidate. And that is why we have this second phase. So it's in this second phase that I will have my confirmation to trade the third continuation, which is this one. So remember, the nature theory is phase impulsive, second corrective or correction. It's usually called corrective phase. So the impulsive phase, the corrective phase, and the impulsive phase. So what that means is I need to see the market correct, and the most recent price action I'm seeing is going to be this. This is like 4 hours. It's going to be this low here, because we started seeing some, inconsistency in growing from here and all of that. So the most recent low here is this price that we are seeing here. What is the price? It's about 1.07582 right here. So I took a sell here. My expectation is actually to, have the sell sold to this level, but I took earlier profit because that was good enough for me, right? And so I'm going to have to wait until I see this price sell to this level, and then maybe, strip this level a little bit more, give me a rejection, and give me another pull up, what do you call it? Give me another volume showing strength in buys. Maybe 1 hour candle closing very strong, or 4 hours candle closing very strong, igniting volume. If you trade supply and demand, we call it igniting volume. So if I have that, then I'm going to start buying for the continuation of this market to the nearest swing high. So what I'm expecting will be something like this. If I was to have drawn this before now, this is what I would have expected price to give me. It's very simple. So you can see it's very simple without complications. Hold on. It's very simple. So you can now see clearly the scenario I'm talking about right here. Now you can see this is the first move, impulsive move. Let me draw this overall. This is the first impulsive move. One, correction, which is what I'm expecting. And thirdly, which is what I'm expecting. So the market is just in simple phase. So if you understand the nature theory, how the market works, you understand how the trend works. Those basic, that's why I always emphasize that if you don't know the basics, the very small thing, you don't even know how to define a trend, you're gonna have difficulties in trading or creating a trading bias, because you need to understand the trend, how to define a trend in the market, where you have the consolidation, where the market is breaking. And this is very simple. It's not even about the big English. It's just as simple as knowing that your swing highs, your swing lows, understanding the higher highs and the higher lows, lower highs and lower lows, the basic foundation that what makes up a trend. If you can understand that, then you'll be able to know when the market is changing its nature, changing structure, and then you'll come to understand that, do you want to trade the continuation of this market, or do you want to trade the reversal of this market? Personally, I want to trade the continuation of this market. So, but how am I going to position? That forms another area of your concentration, which is going to be your entry strategy. So after understanding my, market break of structure, my trends and all of that, I want to understand how I want to enter the trade. Where exactly do I see an entry point, which is where I've marked this red line here. So I'm expecting the price to come to this red line. Probably it can, do a mass psychology. It's going to give a little bit of volume, an ending volume, something like it's going to continue selling, but then it's going to reject back into this very particular range and give me a strong volume to trade the continuation of this market. So I will understand where I'm going to have an advantage. I'm going to have advantage if I have my entry price around this level. Anywhere around this level, I can trade, right? If price sells to this level, I'll be confident enough to take trades on this level on a buy side, knowing that even if I'm wrong and it's going to continue selling, this is going to be the next level. If you continue selling without reversing or continuing on the buy side of the market on that place, this is going to be the next level. I will expect it to sell, maybe bounce on this break structure where it actually breaks out of this entire structure, which is from here to here. It can be the area where I give price action the room to breathe, right? Because, you cannot really control the price. Maybe the moment you enter your trade, you start reversing or going your direction. Price might still roam around depending on other confluences. So this is my personal price bias and way of trading criteria, and where I look at the market and how I want to trade this particular market. So today I just sell and get me into these levels. Maybe from tomorrow I'll start looking for buys continuation on this level. So that is just the simple analysis and simple market trading strategy for you guys to understand how I trade, right? So I want to believe that from what I've explained and from what I've shared, you probably have taken one or two take from that and have an understanding. So let me know if anyone has a question. I'm gonna mute you if you're being muted. If you have a question, you can quickly just ask while we continue to some other thing, guys. So any question, please? Any question? Anyone has a question? Do you have a question? Right. So if you don't have a question, that's gonna be all for today. But I want to talk to some persons that are just joining us newly. Okay, so I'd like to tell you guys a very quick one on what trading is all about. Trading is a business. So I am of the opinion that you take your time and understand the very basic. Yes, if you can come to trading today, if you're smart enough, you can make money. It's as simple as that. Maybe you have your funding, you have your capital, and then you have what do you call it? You have equity, spare money, then you can decide to put it, just follow somebody else trading, and then maybe signals, and then you trade and make profit without really understanding what you're doing. It can happen, right? But that is not really safe. You want to understand this and have this as a career. And this is not also for everybody, because some people already have a primary career, maybe a secondary career. Some people already have a secondary income and a primary income, right? So they just want something that could just keep them running, give them extra income stream and all of that. So the energy levels of those people is not going to be the same. Like somebody that's chasing this as a career, for me, trading is a career, trading is a profession, trading is a business. So I basically don't have any other job. That is one. And ever since I started trading since 2019, ever since I was introduced to trading since 2019, I resigned from the job I had then. Yes, that same year. I started to trade trading full time. I've not had any other job except I'm using my personal skill just to just do other gigs. But say working for somebody or getting another job, no. It's trading that sustain. It's trading that is helping me build, getting to where I am today from the scratch. And I wouldn't even dream to work for some other person, except I'm owning another business that I look into, maybe fintech, tech, whatever it is, other career wise, and then I just take it. I just put money here, take it there, and invest and all of that. So for some persons, it's gonna be a primary. Some persons gonna be a secondary. So if you're gonna take this as a business, then you have to learn how to master the profession. So your own commitment level is going to be far, far different from somebody that has a full-time job. Maybe somebody that's already have a business, already have a career already going well for him or her. It's not going to be the same, right? So I advise you, despite the fact that there are a shortcut to so many things now, which one you have signal, one you have copy trading, one you have bot trading, expert advisors, AI trading coming up. The skill that is supersede all of that, because you're gonna master yourself. You're gonna master your skills. You're gonna be patient enough. You're gonna know how to run the business professionally. You become an asset manager for yourself, right? You start from managing your own assets and see how to grow funds, right? It's not about the profit you make today and tomorrow, the $100, the $200. You want to see how you want to grow into becoming a fund manager and grow wealth. That is where we are aiming at. So guys, take this serious. We have basic content for you to start with. Why we can't train you on every day, you want to train basic content, because we already have the course content already. So on our YouTube channel, we already hosted that for free. So you take your time, master the basics, and then when we have a live session like this, you get to learn and go back and look at your charts. And we talk about trading criteria and form your trading criteria, trading conferences, and trade the markets. Even if you don't have money to start with, I have people that come into my DM and they said, "Oh, I don't have money to start with. I don't have money to start with. I don't have money to start with." I will tell you, in the entire world, nobody really gives anybody free money. To be honest, nobody really does that. The only way you can get money is when you have, work for something. That is where you can get money. So for you to get capital in trading, two things is either you have a very good skill of funds management, and in trading, it's not by talking. I can come now and be talking to you by mouth and be say, "Oh, today I made this, that money. Today I make that money." If I don't prove it to you, you can't believe me, because everybody can assume to be what they are not in this industry. So no matter how good you are within you, if you don't have a proof of work is if you're in the community like this, you're not trading and sharing your results, nobody knows you. And you can't come to me and say I should fund you. How? When I understand the risks associated in trading, right? You have no proof of work, you have no track records. You don't have my Forex fund, or sorry, not my Forex funds. You don't have my FX book track record. Even it's a demo of consistency of 1 year trading, consistency of 6 months trading. Let us see your equity growth. So if you're going to apply for maybe a fund manager in bank, or apply for a private investors and all of that, how do you want to tell them to believe you? So you see that there's a way to get things done. And in a community like this, you're not trading, you're not showing for your result. How do you want me and the community members to believe you? So there's a proof of work in crypto. They said proof of stake. People are doing proof of stake now. So you want to see that you've taken a certain amount of risk on your own to prove your credibility. So it's about credibility, right? So don't worry about money. I tell people, you don't worry about money in trading. Why? Because we even have pro firm all over around now looking for traders to trade for them. So if I should give you a proprietary trading account now, is it going to be possible for you to trade and make money? That is the point. Would you be able to trade it for 2 months, 3 months without losing or breaking the trading rules, or even passing the challenge? You get? So money is not the problem in this industry. You can always start from as little as $100. You can start with $100 and even trade and build. If you make 20%, 30%, you can even sustain yourself. You're good enough. You can sustain yourself trading $100 without having another job. But that's not going to really help you, do the Forex lifestyle, get whatever you want, buy the gadget you want, and just live a very free life. Because as at that point, you're not at financial freedom yet. You're still struggling because you don't have enough equity. So your goal is to build equity. And how do you build equity? Sometimes take it that nobody's going to come for you. You're going to be the one to build yourself. So take this serious, and we have offered you a clearly value, a very, very value. You can see what I'm talking about. This trading now is still selling. Let me check 1 hour. Okay, so this selling, I'm going to just have it sell to right here, and that's where I'm going to start looking at what price action is going to show me for me to be able to know when to buy. So it's simple. So all I'm trying to say is that I want to encourage you guys, start small. In this community, like today, I already have one of the traders in this community today. I'm going to help provide at least a minimum deposit of to start trading. Reason is he has been a committed trader. He has been trading the community for a while now, and we have been talking, and I get to understand that, okay, this guy just needs to start. So the community have a provision to support people, especially those that there's a criteria to it. First, one of them is just that you have to be an active trader in the community. 2, you have to also be a trader within our broker, and probably somebody that's never done a first deposit before, right? So we are just testing all of these features on how to support the communities. That's why we are not announcing. Instead, we are watching. We have admins, we have support that are looking at people that are really, really committed to the community. And so if those kind of people need support, then or have opportunity, we will likely want to do that for them. So that's what I'm saying. Please take trading serious. Trading is number one thing that can change your entire life. You may be struggling now. You may not be having it right. You may look as if it's failing. You may lose money. Okay? But then, if you stop it, you may not ever make it out. If you relent, you may not ever make it out. I will explain. This is going to be my last explanation. In less than 5 minutes, we should be off from this live. So before I take questions again, I have few persons who started trading together a few years ago, around that 2019, right? 2019, right? And so we're a group of friends. We're in the same WhatsApp group, like all of you guys are in the same WhatsApp group. We trade, we post results. We were so excited when we learn a skill we want to start. And when we actually started trading live, I mean, as at then, we didn't really understand the risks associated in trading, that you could really lose money, even if you trade very well, or if you missed out on your risk management. And what happened was, some of us start losing money. The first capital I had, I lost in 1 week. I funded $100. I lost that $100 in 1 week. The next thing, I funded $200. I lost my whole entire. One day I will give the entire stories. So this same thing happened to some of my friends too. They funded 100, 200. In fact, we even went as far as getting to trade binary option. And binary option was so addictive that we had to trade every day and night. And we'll make money, lose money, and all of that stuff. At some point, some of those friends and colleagues said, this thing is really a scam. It be like, say, broker, they wash us. I'm like, why is it that each time we place a trade, it must go against us? Can we ever be lucky that you just close your eyes and place trade and be lucky that you make the entire money you ever wanted in this life, right? And some of them really believe that myth, that broker is watching you and that's why you're losing your trade. They're trading against you and all of that stuff. And in such way, they relent effort. They didn't improve your trading strategy. But what did I do? I went on looking for other people that are trading and doing better than I, and I keep on trading, keep on looking at what is the lapses that I'm missing out. And then I found a mentor. His name is Jerry Wesley. Jerry Wesley. One of these days, I will share his content on our community. Probably a particular video content that changed my perspective about trading. I watched over 2 hours of video. That day, I get to understand what was my problem. I start following him, and I start following a few other traders that were given valuable content as at then. Trading was not this popular, right? So before I get to join one community on Telegram, and I made a friend day, and that was the first time I was introduced to Falcon trading strategy. And I was watching how they were analyzing the market. I was there for almost a year. I couldn't really do anything. Yeah, almost 6 months plus before I could understand what they were doing. But I was always coming around, checking on what they're doing, going back to test my strategy before I could figure out what was working for me. So what I'm saying is that you're going to need persistence, and you're going to need to be patient, and you're going to need to be passionate enough and committed enough to be able to scale through. So guys, without having to say much, please follow the instruction. Trade your demo account if you don't have money to fund your accounts right now. Get the skill first, and you don't have to worry about how you're going to scale through. Just get your plan, and this is going to work out for you. It has been proven that trading can make people successful. You can see them on the internet. You can see it very close to you. Some of our friends too. So now it's not something like, would it make it or will not make it? You have to figure out how to, because nothing really come easy. If it's so easy, everybody will be successful in it. But then that's the beauty of it. If it's so easy, it wouldn't have value. People wouldn't have value to be like, I'm a trader, or there's hard work to it. So figure it out, guys, and stay committed within the community. We're always here to support you. So let me know if anyone has a question. Anyone has a question, please?
Well, bro, I really understand everything you say. Like, I really love anytime you came live, your analysis, the way you address us, I really love it. Okay, so I'm just saying, just keep it up. Okay, I don't have a question because I'm always always going through the videos and everything on the YouTube. So it's like I'm always watching the videos almost every day. Okay, so I do everything that I need. Maybe if I'm getting something confused, I will go to the videos and try to get everything right. Because I want to this trade now, I want to make it because I don't have anything else doing except it. Okay, so I have to put all the effort because I want to make it my personal and only thing that I do. Okay, so that is why I really love to be on this group, or anytime that anything dropped, and have to go and check what is that, so that I will not miss any single thing. So I really appreciate, I really love the way you are doing your thing. I really love. In fact, since I joined this group, I'm getting everything better, like I used to say. So I really appreciate, bro. Keep it up.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Catchy vibes. I like your energy. I've seen that you follow instructions. Even with the challenge you're having with your account right now, I see the way you react to it. It looks very, very convinced that this guy knows what he's doing. Nobody's here to scam anybody. Nobody's here to take your money away. Nobody's trying to use anybody to make money off anything. We are here to give value, and we're here to support. And I've really seen your commitment. You're doing very well. I believe, here is just a starting point. We'll get to do greater things. So just keep it up. Someone else has something to say or has a question you want to ask?
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Okay, so let me have El Madi. Okay, go ahead, Ade.
Yes, boss. Good evening, boss.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much for for your precious time that you packed on us, sir.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
due to the time factor, sir, even though I joined lately, I would like to have the copy of the video if it can be possible, just for me to.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So I think we have this recording. After now, you will see the recording on YouTube, where we started from the analysis before we get to speak to the traders. So I think El Madi, I think you are the one I talk about today. So at the end of this live video, I will message you personally, and you should be able to get a minimum of funding for us, and you can top your capital to trade alongside with us from the community. So congratulations.
Thank you so much, boss man. May God bless you and the traders room, sir.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate, and I'll always be the ambassador of the traders room, sir.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yes, boss. Yes, boss.
All right. So someone else have questions, something to want to say. So
yes.
Yeah, go ahead, Ade.
Good evening, sir.
You're welcome, Ade.
Yes, sir. I now really have a question, but what I want to say is that I just want to give a thanks to you for your efforts. May God continue to bless you.
Thank you very much, Ade. Thank you. All right, so guys, thank you guys. One of these days we'll have community virtual meetup, and I'm still planning. We have already almost to enter into the second quarter of the year. I want to believe that we'll be able to have either a session where I'll bring some of my expert friends to share their trading strategy, their concepts, and have to admonish you guys in the community as well to help you get to where your goals are. So we're still planning on events. It could be virtual, it could be physical meetup and all of that soon. Once that is ready, we'll let you guys know. Okay. So, but then we're always going to have our virtual meetup and have live sections like this on one after another. Then before we go, I just want you to understand that we are here to make you an independent trader, right? What that means is we want you to not depend on us, but to build you to depend on you even when we are not here. So at some point, you guys might even have be trading alone. In fact, become a professional trader on your own, and that's how we want to build. We don't want to build people just depending on us alone. So that's why we emphasize on learning and mastering the strategy rather than giving you signal or saying you want to monetize signal from us. You can see we don't have a charge on our signal, right? So rather than selling signals to you, we want you to become your own signal provider. So what we do is we provide you the market direction, we provide you maybe bias, or we support you with few signals of what we are trading, but we want you to become an independent trader. So you also look at the markets, decide when to trade, decide what to trade, and also have yourself that fulfillment that you have a skill that is working for you to make money. That is the aim, right? So take that to bank, and that should help you develop your personal trading skill, guys. So thank you very much for this section, and I'd like to especially thank my brother here, Young CEO. I see you're always showing up for me. I'll talk to you after now. My other WhatsApp was disabled, so that's why I've not been able to be communicating, brother. So thank you guys for having the time this evening. We'll kick on trading tomorrow while we look at the price actions together. So have a wonderful evening, guys.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.